morning, everybody. Jason, Pete, Hollis Farms. We got a lot going on today. Had action last night in the panel trap. We got him caught. I think it's gonna be a pretty fair sized little boar hog. I had, I think it was 4 little ones and a sow come around it the other day, and I didn't even have it on. And I thought that's what it was going to be last night, but it ended up just being one. These old boar hogs is just kind of traveling, just knocking them down one at a time. No action at Mitt's trap over there. The loggers, I'm almost sure, thought they was going to get done the other day, but anyway, had a little rain, slowed. Anyway, I think they're going to get done where they're at today, and I'm going to check where they're moving. Probably going to do that first thing and make sure it's not too wet for them to move. Got to do that. Then we got to get hog out of the trap. I got a battery charging that I'm not sure is bad or not, that I'm going to try to put on our other drop trap. And then, let's see, I probably won't be here when the loggers move, but I'm going to make sure it's all right for them to move. And I got to get back to Alabama. They've got just about 2 or 3 hours of spraying left to do. And, Pete, what are you doing to my camera? Me and Mitt's been talking. Mitt is doing his guys is what's doing the spraying down there with the skidder spray rig. And that skidder, I know y'all probably seen it on some of the videos, it's got a root rake on the front of it. So me and Mitt's been talking last year where we thinned the sawtooth acorn trees when they was down there logging in Alabama. I just couldn't decide what. I know I need to clean it up somehow or another, or it's gonna get right back where it was. So Mitt went down there and looked one time. We looked at it, but anyway, he had an idea. We're gonna try this morning when they get through spraying to take his root rake and try to windrow up all the trash that's in the sawtooth. That'll be the first step to kind of get it cleaned up somehow where we can manage it. I can't spray under the hardwoods with anything because, like the Mazapir and stuff that we use for the pines, that is for killing hardwood competition. So that has a lot of soil activity and it will kill my sawtooth. So we're probably gonna get it, and I can't really burn it because I'm afraid the fire will get too hot and kill the sawtooth. So we can spray Roundup under there if we need to kill something with Roundup. But the first thing we got to do is we're going to get it cleaned up best we can where I can kind of manage it with the tractor. May have to do a little work early on with the brown tree cutter. I'm just not sure. We got to see how it's going to clean up, and possibly spray down the rows that are there with Roundup to not keep knocking that stuff back. And then I'll probably get it to where I'm either gonna plant some clover in the rows or let every other row grow up every other year and keep it knocked back. But hopefully with the root rake we can get it cleaned up where I can manage it with the equipment I got, the tractors and stuff. So that's kind of the plan for today. Looks like it's gonna be a busy day. I got a bad battery right there. I had to get us another battery and get that back going. Alright, I'm going to see if it's too wet where the logs are going to move, and then we'll go get that hog out of the trap. Alright, I think we got the loggers straight on where we're going to move and how we're going to do it and all that stuff, where we're going to load and all that. It's a little bit damp over there, but I think we're going to be okay. Got feet put up for a minute, got the trailer hooked up. We got to go in there and get this hog. I think it's a pretty good boar hog. It ain't no monster, but it's a big one. Here we go. Got a surprise in the panel trap. I'm looking around, because I had seen 4 or 5 little ones in there a couple of days ago in a sow on the outside, and that's what I thought it might be. But I looked around, I believe it's just one hog. And y'all know what's gonna happen when I think it's just one hog. We ain't gonna wait long. Time to drop. Bam. He gets wild for a minute, but he settles on down. Realizes pretty quick he ain't gonna be able to get out of it. Corn done got him again. See all that dust flying through there? Dry in there. It's dust. It wasn't rain, or I thought it was rain or something at first, but it's just dust. Pretty good hog. Then we catch him at daylight. He's in there rooting around in that one little mud hole, making a mess. Waiting on me to pick him up. I see him get up. His hog's bigger than I thought he was now. That ain't no bad size hog there. Very, very good catch right there. Ooh, he's bigger than I thought he was. A lot bigger than I thought he was. Smacking them teeth, ain't it? That's the way I like to do it. Alright, let's see if we can get him out of there. A lot bigger than I thought he was. 180 pounds, maybe 75. That's some pretty good little teeth. Not a bad hog. He might not be 170, 65, 70. Still a pretty good hog. I had somebody suggest the other day that I turn these bolts around, and I do need to, but I didn't bring no tools with me, so I'm gonna bend it back off of it again. We have to remember to bring us a couple of wrenches and turn that around, and it will be a lot better. Alright, that's one more big old wild hog out of the way. One hog at a time. I got something going on with my GoPro. I had that thing act up in one of them races here a while back. Them are the most aggravating cameras you can fool with, but it's gonna got to go through and reset everything and kind of redo it. Sure don't want it messing up in any races anymore. They good quality cameras and stuff, but boy, they finicky sometimes. Got beat up eating a little lunch. I just saw them haul the bulldozer out. Down here these sawtooths with the root rake on the skidder, scratching around. Let's go see what they're doing. I had been leaving this little section out the last few years and about let it get away with me and see where they've been in there. I went ahead and got them to spray that like you'd spray a pine thicket or a pine plantation or whatever, just to kind of watch it. And I hope them briars, all them gums and stuff out there, ash, whatever all that is, I ain't a tree person. Oh, I'm hoping that when them start dying, them briars will come back and start crawling up them dead trees before they fall over and off. And I may end up bush hogging it next year and kind of taking it back over and make a field out of it. If these sawtooths will do what I want them to do, we won't need this anymore. Oh yeah, I want y'all to look how clean that is looking. He has got this thing rolling. We just got to figure out how to keep it clean now. I think this is going to work. Alright y'all, so here we are down here in the sawtooths. He's taking the root rake on the skidder and going between each rows here. He kind of didn't like it. Old Lee that's doing it's pretty picky, and Mitt, a lot of their trash is dropping off on these stump rows, but as long as I got access down through here, I'm gonna end up spraying these stump rows down through here with Roundup or Garlon or something, and he's got it plenty clean enough to ride the Ranger down through here, or tractor and bush hog, or disc it. A lot of that old stuff there, it ain't gonna take but a minute to rot. We'll just have to manage these rows a little bit and then burn these piles when he gets done. He tried to go crossways, but it just wouldn't work. He's gonna have to run with these rows, take his time. He's fixing to push a pile up right here, right there in the middle, and then I can burn it. See, some of this stuff drops off his blade when he's pushing because it hits the stump. But as long as it's right here in the middle, we're gonna be all right. We'll still be able to manage this thing and keep it clean. It'll be a several year process, but it's gonna work out fine. He gets that stuff kind of pushed up in the pile. Where it'll burn, it's gonna be fine. He's getting a little more dirt than he wanted to, but in the end, it's gonna work fine. Alright, been on the grasshopper for a little while, cutting some grass. Got tired of the grasshopper. I don't like cutting grass with a lawnmower. Anyway, I'm gonna run down here and see how this root raking's going. Man, I'm gonna tell you, this right here is gonna work. We're gonna have access down each row. Gonna have 2 rows of stumps. Gonna be some trash in the stump rows, but that's gonna be all right. We're gonna be able to work each one of these rows. Some's gonna be better than others, but it's gonna work. I mean, it's gonna work. Gonna work just fine. Gotta be able to get in there and be able to work. Go from that right there to this right here. A lot of difference. It's amazing how this thing grew up in a jungle just in a year. We can't let it get no worse. We got to get it to where we can control it. Just can't let it go. We'll have us a few piles right here on the edge to deal with. I know he's having a tough time with it, but he is doing good with it. Aggravating, I know, but I like it. This may have been a little more aggravating than we anticipated, but I think it's gonna. What happens when he gets to pushing a pile, if it grabs another stump, it wants to jump off from him. I mean, he gets to rolling with it right there, and if it hits a stump, it's gonna, yep, it rolls off there. Dadgum, I know that's aggravating. But I believe in the end, it's gonna, that stuff rolls off. Golly, I see exactly what he's talking about now. So it's piling up. It won't carry all the way down, it keeps kicking off. Now see how that stuff kind of starts getting parallel right there. That's a stump row all the way down through there. We're going to end up managing them little rows, the stump rows, with chemical and try to keep it down here where it's clean, bush hog. We still going to be way ahead. It's going to be fine. I hope some of it's cleaner than others. This should be a lot faster than a bulldozer. We have to, we'll get our loader down here to scratch around. Alright y'all, had a pretty good day today. They got done spraying, got started root raking in the sawtooth. That's going to turn out good. I mean really good. They should be done. They may be started to move now, logging over Mississippi. We'll check on that in the morning. The main thing is we got that big old wild hog out of the way. Another good one out of the way. Calling it a day. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.